All right. So after we look at those questions, we also want to think about what do people think religion and spirituality is? So, what is religion? Across the world every day, people wonder about this, whether it's religion or spirituality. From Facebook memes and Instagram and all the online formers, community event planners, boards of directors, policymakers, numerous people wonder about this thing called religion. Questions arise of religion versus spirituality, the corporateness of major world religions, the cult like questions of emerging religions, the proper etiquette when with somebody of a religious persuasion, control and power religions or spiritualities may have or may not have, whether there may or may not be some type of transcendent or earthly power greater than mankind, maybe even something deep within us. To arrive at what religion is, though, is actually a little bit of a complex process because each person, community, author, and scholar is going to have their own little nuances. There isn't a singular definition that is universal. In understanding that and helping you to see that, what I would like you to do for task one, and if you're not in the course, just still, I recommend this. Seek out 3 people and ask them how they would define religion, how they would define spirituality, and share their responses. Or, if you're not part of the course, reflect on those responses. And also think about what your personal reaction is to these responses. You can ask family members, you can ask friends. Now, as we move on, because we're going to go a little bit further as far as this lecture goes, while seeking to understand the variations of responses to questions of ultimate concern and what might be now called the belief aspect of religion is as old as philosophy, the actual academic study of religion, it's relatively new. Really, things got started around the 18th century. The reason for this is that religion was not easily seen as something that could be divided from or separated from everyday life, from culture, from traditions. Religion, in many ways, was just, well, that's what you do. It's just part of your life. Within religious communities, there is art, culture, traditions, beliefs, rituals. The idea of separating out this one little component could seem odd. And it became a distinct field that was unique because it doesn't have the same types of theories as other fields. But you see, the Enlightenment thinkers thought it was possible, believing that even as they encountered communities with very unique beliefs and practices, that they could discern the religious aspects. However, as the 21st century came with more travel, sharing of knowledge and experiences, the realization exists that most regions of the world do not have this separate category called religion. Rather, it is their way of life, their traditions, their philosophy, their knowledge passed down through sacred stories and through rituals. This can make the approach to defining and understanding religion challenging. In theological studies, one looks to find the truth, the understanding of a deity, and tradition based on a supernatural realm. Religious studies, however, looks to be able to assess, to study, to do an academic inquiry and obtain data on the experience about the beliefs, the actions which a person takes in their pursuit of questions of ultimate concern. The study of comparative religion is not solely on the understanding of seeking of God, or theos in Greek, but it does incorporate all the aspects of religion and spirituality. So before we go on, let's look a bit more into the what and how of religion, which is coming up in the next video.